Okay, Pute, good evening, all of you. I welcome you all to today's session. Today, we are going to start the 12th lesson of grade 8 textbook. It is triangles and quadrilaterals. Okay, then if you have your books, please write down the topic. It is triangles and quadrilaterals. Okay, under this topic, we are going to learn about the relationship between the angles of a triangle and a quadrilateral. Okay, before that, we are going to learn about some new words. Okay, then the first one is, what is the triangle? Triangle is formed by how many straight line segments? I think now you should have seen that a triangle is formed by 3 straight line segments. No, then we can use English capital letters to name a triangle. Okay, the English capital letters are written in the vertices of the triangle. Okay, for a triangle there are 3 vertices. Then using these 3 English capital letters, we name a triangle. Okay, then this is called the ABC triangle. Then triangle has 3 sides and 3 angles. They are called the elements of a triangle. Okay, then we can write triangle is formed. Triangle is formed by 3 straight line segments. Okay, and when we consider the quadrilateral, it is formed by 4 straight line segments. Okay, then by intersecting 4 straight line segments, there's no any special way to meet these or intersect. They can intersect like this. Then this is called, or we can say that a shape which is formed by 4 straight line segments is called as a quadrilateral. Okay, a quadrilateral also can be named using capital English capital letters P, Q, R, S. Okay, then these English capital letters are written in the vertices of this quadrilateral, or we can call it in the corners. Then we can call quadrilateral is formed by 4 straight line segments. Then instead of saying that this is ABC triangle, okay, for instead of writing ABC triangle, look at ABC. Remember that we write the English capital letters together, okay? That means we write without putting commas or spaces between these English capital letters, we write them together. Now, to name that ABC triangle, we use A, B, C triangle like this. Okay, we use this triangle symbol to denote the triangle. But for the quadrilateral, there's no such kind of symbol. We can just say it is PQRS quadrilateral. But in this case also, you can see that we write the English capital letters together. We do not keep any space between these English capital letters, or we do not keep any comma between these. Okay, we write the English capital letters of the corners of the quadrilateral together. Okay, then please write down about the triangle and the quadrilateral. ලියා ගන්නකො බලන්න. Please raise your hand when you're done with this. Have others finished? අනිත් අයත් ඉවරද? Okay, පුතේ. Then let's see about the elements of a triangle. Okay, it is very important. elements of a triangle. Actually, for the quadrilateral also we can consider, but this word is very important for the triangle. Okay, අපි මොනවද quadrilaterals වලට use කරන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි අපිට ගොඩක් ඕන වෙන්නේ triangles වලට. ඒ හින්දා මම triangle එකක් අරගෙන ඔයාලට මේක කියලා දෙන්නම්. බලන්න. Here I name the triangle as ABC. As I mentioned you that a triangle is formed by straight line segments. Okay, triangles හැදිලා තියෙන්නේ straight line segments වලින්. Then these straight line segments are called the sides of this triangle. Okay, එතකොට straight line segments වලට අපි කියනවා මොනවා කියලාද? Sides කියලා. And we know that by intersecting straight line segments, angles form. Okay, then these are called the interior angles, or we can just say these are interior angles, or just say they are angles. Okay, then for sides and angles of a triangle, commonly we call them as elements. Okay, sides and angles of a triangle are called elements. ඒවට අපි කියනවා පොදුවේ elements කියලා. සිංහලෙන් නම් කියනවා අංග. හරිද? ත්‍රිකෝණයක අංග කියලා කියන්නේ මේවට මොනවාද? පාද සහ කෝණ වලට. Sides and angles of a triangle are called elements of a triangle. I think Sujita has joined now. Pute, you can write down what you have missed. This is what I did previously. If you want, you can have a screenshot and you can write down later. Okay, now you can start from the elements of a triangle. Elements of a triangle means sides or angles. Okay, for both of these words are called the elements of a triangle. Now, when we consider a triangle or a quadrilateral, it consists of interior angles and exterior angles. Okay, before that, now when we consider about the triangle, according to the sides of a triangle, they are classified, and also according to the magnitude of the angles of a triangle also they are classified into different types of triangles. Okay, එයාලගේ sides වල length එකට අනුව එහෙම නැත්නම් angle එක magnitude එක අනුව මේවා අපි එකිනෙකට වෙනස් triangles විදිහට හඳුන්වනවා. ඒවට විශේෂ නම් දෙනවා. සහ දැන් triangle එකක් දැක්ක ගමන් ඒ triangle එක මොන triangle එකක්ද කියලා කියන්නත් අපිට පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ. Okay, have you finished the writing? Okay, then put a star mark and write down according to the length of sides and the magnitude of angles triangles are classified. දිගවල් අණුව සහ කෝණවල විශාලත්වයන් අනුව ත්‍රිකෝණ එක එක කාණ්ඩවලට ගෲප් කරනවා. නැත්නම් වෙන් කරනවා. හරිද? අපි බලමු මොනවද මේ විශේෂ නම් කියලා. මේ විශේෂ නම් ටික අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ඔයගොල්ලෝ මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ. හරිද? You have to remember these words by looking at the diagram or the triangle. You should be able to identify what is this triangle is. Okay? This is very important. Okay. Here I have got some diagram related to this. Okay, look at this table. Here by side and by angles. Here, if all the sides are equal, okay, to denote that all sides are equal, we can use same number of small lines, okay? ඒ කියන්නේ small lines එකම ප්‍රමාණයක් අපිට දැන් හිතන්නකෝ මෙතන නම් use කරලා තියෙන්නේ lines දෙකයි. ඒ කියන්නේ සමාන පාද උඩ lines දෙකක් දක්වලා තියෙනවා. දැන් හිතන්නකෝ මේකේ මට කියන්න ඕනේ these all sides are equal. Then we use one ඒක කියන්නේ දැන් කවුරු හරි අහයි ටීචර් මේ කොයි වෙලාවටද එකක් එක line එකක් දාන්නේ කොයි වෙලාවටද lines දෙක එහෙම එකක් නෑ ඒක ඒ කියන්නේ මට හිතුණොත් මට එකක් දාන්න පුළුවන් මට හිතෙනවා නම් මට දෙකක් දාන්න නැත්නම් තුනක් දාන්නත් පුළුවන් හරිද කොහොම වුණත් ඔක්කොම sides ටික equal කියලා පෙන්වන්න මම use කරන්නේ එක straight line එකයි ඒ සමාන sides උඩ දැන් මේ බලන්නකෝ isosceles triangle ඒ කියන්නේ if only two sides are equal sides දෙකක් නම් සමාන වෙන්නේ මෙන්න මේ වගේ අවස්ථාවක දැන් මට පුළුවන් ඕන මේක උඩ ඔන්න ඔහම දාන්න හරිද එතකොට only here it denote that only two sides are equal in this triangle scaling triangle actually in this case it is better to mention it like this මේක නම් එහෙම පෙන්නලා නැහැ if it look like this okay it says that all sides are not equal okay that means it has no equal sides all are different in size okay that means all the sides are different in size now this is according the classification of triangles according to the length of the sides okay sides වල දිග අනුව තමයි මේ තියෙන්නේ මේවා categorize කරලා then biangle is according to the its magnitude of the each of the angle now look at in this case now actually there's no any way to denote the size of the angle except the 90 degree okay to denote the acute angle you have to identify you can see it is less than 90 degree that means all the angles are less than 90 degree by looking at the triangle you should be able to identify this okay and here right angle triangle right triangle කියලා කියනවා. So it is better to mention it like this. Most of the time to denote, actually to identify, you can identify it is a right angle when you have given this symbol. Okay, this mention that one angle is 90 degree. Okay, this is called as right triangle or right angle triangle කියලා කියනවා. This is obtuse angle triangle. That means there is a one angle which is larger than 90 degree. Okay, has one angle larger than, this says larger than, making කියන්නේ larger than කියලා. This is less than, making කියන්නේ less than කියලා. හරිද? So there is a one angle which is larger than 90 degree. Okay, is this clear? පැහැදිලිද? This is the classification of triangles according to the length and the angle of the triangle. Okay, write down this table. Please be hurry up. Okay, ඉක්මන් කරන්න. අපිට තව වැඩ ගොඩක් තියෙනවා ඒක. Okay, පුතේ, have you finished the writing? ලියලා ඉවරද කොහොමද? While you are writing, can we get to know each other? සත්සර පුතේ ඔයා කොහෙන්ද join වෙන්නේ?
Madam, I'm from Candy.
Candy, what is your school?
St. Sylvester's College.
Okay. Tevon,
I'm from Nigambu.
Nigambo. Okay, what is your school පුතේ?
Master Lab.
Okay. Okay, likewise, for the triangles, the quadrilaterals are also can be classified like this, according to the size of its sides. Okay, but actually that classification is not done in the grade 8. We have done it in the grade 6. I think you can remember it. But I will just give that it as a small note, because in the coming grades, grade 9, grade 10, you should be able to identify this. When you learn about the other quadrilaterals, you just forget about the quadrilateral. Okay, write down first of all this. Have you finished? Okay. Now about the quadrilaterals. ඒක නම් මම ඔයාලට properties ටික නිකන් කියන්නම්. ඔයගොල්ලෝ නිකන් just ඇඳ ගන්න ලියන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. හරිද? ඒකද ටිකක් වෙලා යනවා අපි මේවා කරන්න ගියාම. Quadrilaterals. දැන් quadrilateral එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ පුතේ. හරිද? It is just a plain figure with 4 straight line segments, or we can say it has only just 4 sides. මොනවා එකමක් නෑ, sides 4ක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. එහෙනම් අපි ඒකට කියනවා quadrilateral එකක් කියලා. හැබැයි දැන් මම කිව්වේ දැන් triangle එක ඔක්කොම sides equal වුණාම ඒකට අපි කියන equilateral triangle කියලා. අර අගට triangle කියලා තියෙන හින්දා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මේක familiar. But quadrilaterals වල දැන් when all the sides are equal, it is called as square. Okay, square එක ඔයගොල්ලෝ අහලා තියෙන. ඒතකොට square එකත් මොකක් වෙනවද? It is also a quadrilateral. But what is the characteristic of the square? Is all sides are equal. Then when the all sides are equal in a quadrilateral, it is called as a square. හරිද? ඒකට අපි කියන්නේ square එකක් කියලා. මම ලියලා ඉන්නේ නැහැ. මම just දෙන්නම් ඔයාලට. All sides equal නම් it is called as a. How we denote that all sides equal? In this case also we can use small straight line segments like this. Then when all sides equal, it is called as square. When only the opposite sides are equal, okay? Opposite sides ටික විතරයි සමාන වෙන්නේ. Then it is called as rectangle. Look at here, these two sides equal and these two sides equal. To indicate that these two are different in size and these two are different in sides, we use different equal number of straight line segments on those different straight line segments. Okay, rectangle. Why we call these are also quadrilateral? Because they have only 4 sides. මේවට තියෙන sides 4ක් ඉන්න. Other one is parallelogram. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and parallel to each other. Okay, this is parallelogram. And when all the sides are equal in a parallelogram, okay, parallelogram එකක් තියෙනවා ඒකේ ඔක්කොම sides equal නුත් වෙනවා. But the opposite sides are parallel to each other. නොම parallel වෙන එක තමයි වෙන්නේ. Then this is called the rhombus. And the last one is trapezium. What is the property of trapezium? It has only one pair of parallel straight lines. There are two different kind of parallel trapeziums. The straight lines can be located in different two ways. Here look at, these are not equal, they are just parallel to each other. This is also one kind of trapezium. Other one is like this. This is called trapezium. These are types of quadrilaterals. Otherwise, they are not just another plane figures. Okay. ඒවට වෙන වෙනම නම් තියෙන්නේ මේවට වෙන වෙනම special properties තියෙන හින්දා හැබැයි මේවත් quadrilaterals වෙනවා. ඒතකොට ඔයාලට මේ දැන් ඉස්සරහට grade වලට යනකොට අපිට quadrilateral එකක් අඳින්න කියලා කිව්වොත් when you are asked to draw a quadrilateral then you have to just commonly draw a plane figure with 4 straight line segments. Okay, මොනවා හරි straight line segments 4ක් තියෙන plane figure එකක් නිසා මේ common මේ වගේ special characteristic තියෙන quadrilaterals ඇඳගන්න එපා. හරිද? එතකොට සමහර වෙලාවට quadrilateral එකක් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා ඔයාලට ඊළඟ grades වලට යද්දී අමතක වෙනවා. මතක තියාගන්න it is a plane figure with 4 sides. Okay, write down. Okay, Putte, have you finished with this? Not.
Finished.
Okay, have you finished the writing? Really, Varada Putte? Okay, may I move to the next part? Okay, still we discuss about the some environment related to the triangles and quadrilaterals. හරිද අපි දැන් මේ කට්ටිය මේ පොඩ්ඩක් අඳුරගත්ත එක තමයි කරේ. දැන් තමයි අපි යන්නේ grade 8 ඔයාලගේ lesson මේ ඔයාලගේ grade එකේ triangles quadrilaterals කියන lesson එකේ අපිට ඉගෙන ගන්න තියෙනවා මේගොල්ලන්ගේ angles ගැන. හරිද? interior angles, exterior angles අතර relationship එකක් තියෙනවා. එතකොට මේක යොදාගෙන අපි කොහොමද calculations කරන්නේ, problem solve කරන්නේ කියලා තමයි යන්නේ. හරිද? First of all, let's see about the triangles. Okay, write down the topic. Relationship of interior angles of a triangle. Putte, remember that when we consider a triangle, okay, when straight line segments meet or the sides intersect each other, then angles form. These form angles are called the interior angles of a triangle. Okay, then if we denote it, the values of these angles by simple letters, we can write the relationship like this. A add B add C is equals to 180. Okay, that means the relationship of the interior angles of a triangle is sum of them are equals to 180. And also, the other way of writing this relationship, it doesn't matter which kind of triangle is this one. Okay, the sum of all the interior angles of a triangle equals to 180. Then how we write the angle using the letters given in the vertices of this triangle? They are written like this BAC. හොඳට බලන්න. එතකොට මම මෙන්න මේ angle එක ගැන කතා කරනකොට මම මැදට ලියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ capital letter එක. එතකොට මම ලියනවා BAC. එතකොට මේකේ C මෙතනට එන්නත් පුළුවන්. CAB කිව්වත් කමක් නැහැ. දැන් මේක angle එකක් කියලා denote කරන්න මම මෙහෙම උඩට පොඩි hat එකක් දානවා. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ BCA. මෙන්න මේ angle එක ගැන නම් මම දැන් කතා කරන්නේ. මේ C තමයි මැදින් ලියන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට A හරි B හරි දෙපැත්තෙන් ඉන්න ඕනේ. ACB or we can write BCA. Now when I discuss about B angle, okay, then I write the B in the middle and write the other two English letters either side of the middle English letter. It is ABC angle. Definitely we have to put this small hat above the letter relevant to the angle. Okay. Then it is written as 180. Okay. Then this is how we express the relationship of the interior angles of a triangle. When we express this as a theorem, we can write the sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180. This is a theorem. Okay, මේකට අපි theorem එකක් කියලා කියනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ පොඩි statement එකක් අපි ඉගෙන ගන්නවා මේ relationship එක ගැන. Okay. Write down this. Okay, Pute, have you finished the writing? Others also finish? Anita Tivaradu?
Finish, madam.
Okay, then let's move to the next relationship. After learning all the relationship, we can move to the solving the problems. Okay, then write the next one. Relationship of exterior angles. Exterior angles of a quadrilateral, sorry, of a triangle. When we consider a triangle, okay, then how exterior angles form? Look at exterior angles are formed by producing the one side of a triangle up to particular point. Look at here. Now exterior angle is formed in between the produced side and the side of the triangle. Produce කරපු side මේ side එකක් සහ ඒ triangle එකටම අයිති තවත් side එකක් අතර තමයි exterior angles හැදෙන්නේ. හරිද? ඒක හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න. මොකද සමහරක් වෙලාවට exam එකේදී ඔයගොල්ලන්ගෙන් අහනවා identify the exterior angles කියලා. Different kind of angles are given. In such cases, what you have to look at is whether that angle is formed by side of the triangle and the produced side. Okay. දික් කරපු side එකේ side එක සහ triangle එකේ side එකක් අතරද angle එක හැදිලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා හොඳට බලන්න. දැන් මේ බලන්න මෙන්න මේ විදිහට side එකක් මොහොම දික් කරනවා. එතකොට මෙන්න මේ අතර තමයි ඔන්න angles තුන හැදෙන්නේ. එතකොට මම මේ angles න A B C කියලා නම් කරොත් we can write the sum of these three angles equals to 360. Okay. දැන් මේක අඳිනකොට මෙන්න මෙහෙම අඳින්න එපා පුතේ. හරිද? මම දැකලා තියෙනවා සමහර ළමයි මෙන්න මේ විදිහටත් අඳිනවා. දැන් මෙහෙම angle එක ඇඳලා ඊට පස්සේ මේ exterior angle එක හැදෙන්නේ ඕම. මේ මෙහෙම හැදෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරිද? එතකොට මේ අතට එහෙම නෙවෙයි exterior angle එක හැදෙන්නේ. කොහොමද හැදෙන්නේ? side එකක් තමයි produce වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒතර side එකක් කිව්වම මේ side එක මෙන්න මෙහෙම එන්න ඕනේ. මේ straight line එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ මේ අතර. ඔන්න ඔහොම. මෙන්න මේ side එක දිගේ තමයි ඇවිත් තියෙන්නේ. එහෙම නැතුව මෙන්න මෙහෙම ඔන්න ඔහොම එකක් එහෙම නෙවෙයි. හරිද? ඒව exterior angles නෙවෙයි. ඒක ඔයගොල්ලන්ට හොඳට බලන්න පුළුවන් මෙන්න මේ side එකයි මේ දික් produce කරපු side එකයි අතර straight line එකක් හැදිලා තියෙන්න ඕනේ. හරිද? ඒ වැරදි ඔයගොල්ලොත් සමහරක් විට දන්නේ නැතුව කරනවා ඇති. සහ මේ වගේම දැන් ඔව් මේක ලියා ගන්නකො ඊට පස්සේ අපි ලියමු the relationship එක. theorem එකක් විදිහට අපි ඉගෙන ගන්නවා the sum of exterior angles of a triangle is 360. Okay, මේ වචනෙන් ලියන එක තමයි අපි මේ කැටි කරලා mathematics symbols වලින් express කරලා තියෙන්නේ. හරිද? Okay, please write down this also. Hurry up. There are only 2 relationships to learn. Okay, Pute, while you are writing, I will move to the. Please draw this correctly. මේවා හරියට මදින්න. Then next one is we have to learn relationship of interior angles of quadrilateral. Okay. Then if I name these interior angles as PQRS. Pute PQRS means just unknown terms. Okay, you will identify what is this. Actually, I use these symbols to denote the size of the angles. Okay, then the sum of the PQRS is equals to 360. Okay, then and also if I draw another මම මේකම නෙවෙයි තව වෙනස් විදිහේ quadrilateral එකක් ඇඳලා ඔයාලට පෙන්නන්න to show that how we write the relationship of the quad. Okay, then here to denote this angle මෙන්න මේ angle එක ගැන කියන්න අපිට පුළුවන් BAD angle කියලා කියන්න. BAD angle at ADC angle. ADC angle and ADC angle. Or we can say DCB angle. DCB angle at ABC angle. Don't be confused about the writing this relationship using the angles. Okay, angles use කරලා relationship ලියන එක ගැන ඔයාලා නිකන් බය වෙන්න එපා. ඒක ටිකක් ඔයාලට අලුත් දෙයක් වෙයි. අපි බලමු questions දුන්නාම ඒවා solve කරන්න යද්දී අපි කොහොමද මේවා හරියට identify කරන්න කියලා. හරිද? Okay, then after let's write down the relationship. The sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360. Okay, write down this one. Okay, Puti, finish the writing or still writing?
Okay, madam, finish.
Please raise your hand, still writing. Tamali and I raise hand karan ban putta. Shabir is writing. Puti, have you finished the drawing? Okay, others you can write the relationship the relationship of exterior angles. Exterior angles of a triangle, of a quadrilateral. Then in the quadrilateral also, exterior angles are formed by producing the one side of the quadrilateral. Okay? එයාගෙත් හැදෙන්නේ මෙහෙම side එකක් ඔන්නෝම ප්‍රොඩියුස් කරලා තමයි හැදෙන්නේ. මේ side එක. එතකොට මේ එකම side එක මෙයා දිගේ ඇවිල්ලා තමයි quadrilateral එකට exterior angles හැදෙන්නේ. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ අඳිනකොට අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම මේ straight line එක මෙහෙම එක දිගේ යන්න අඳින්න. හරිද? Okay. This is the exterior angle. Okay? මේ තමයි exterior angle එක. So if I name it as X, Y, Z, T. Okay? ඔන්නෝම දැක්කුවොත් then I can express the sum of sum එක කියලා කියන්නේ මේ angles වල එකතුව. හරිද? X, Y, Z, T is equals to 360. Okay? This is the relationship of the exterior angles of a quadrilateral. Then you can see we meet there are three sum. Three sum එකතු තුනක් තියෙනවා 360 වලට සමාන වෙයි. ඒ මොනවද? Sum of the exterior angles of a triangle, sum of the interior angles of a quadrilateral, and the sum of the exterior angles of a quadrilateral equals to 360. Okay, then we can write the sum of exterior angles of a quadrilateral is 360. පුතේ please give me some minutes, okay? පොඩි වෙලාවක් මට දෙන්න. Okay, Kurte, let's see how we solve the questions related to what we learned here. Okay, අපි මේ ඉගෙන ගත්ත relationships related වෙන්න අපි කොහොමද problems solve කරන්න කියලා බලමු. හරි. When you have given a triangle like this, okay? You may think it is given a triangle like this, and it is the size of the interior angles are mentioned here. It is like this. This angle is x. Okay, that means it is given as an unknown term. And here this angle is given as 60 degree and this angle is given as 50 degree. Okay, then in the question you are asked to find the value of x. Okay, then in this case what you have to do is අපි දැන් මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕනේ එතකොට? We have to first of all write the relationship of interior angles of this triangle. What is the interior relationship of the interior angles of the triangle? It is, we can write x at 60 degree. X is here unknown value. Okay, x is a symbol. We call it is an algebraic symbol. Then x at 60 at 50. Okay, that means there are three angles in the triangle, three interior angles. Then we have learned that sum is equals to 180. Okay, so how I write this? Because we know that the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is equals to 180. If you ask to write the relationship, then or the reason, you can write that relationship. The sum of the interior angles of a triangle equals to 180. Then we know that here we have obtained an equation. Now 60 and 50 can be added, then it is 110 equals to 180. It is a simple equation. We can solve this and find the value of x by subtracting 180. It is 70 degree. X is equals to 70 degree. Okay. Please write down this question. experiencing a huge connection issue. Shabir, I think you have got the host. Can you please give me the...
Okay, Richa.
Okay, Kutte, have you finished the writing? Then let's move to another question. Okay, in this case, it is also asked to find the missing number or the unknown term. Now in this case, you can see one angle is given by a symbol. What is the size of this angle? How we identify? This denote it is 90 degree. Okay. Then x add 60 degree add 90 degree is equals to 180. Okay, because we know that sum of the interior angles of a triangle equals to 180. You can write down it to practice. Then x 60 plus 90 is 150. It is equals to 180. This is a simple equation. Then x is equals to 180 subtract 150. Therefore, answer is 30 degree. You can write down this too. After solving this simple such kind of questions, I will show you how we do the exam question. Okay.
Finish, madam.
Okay, now let's see how we find the value of x. Find the value of x. Okay. In this case, what we have to do? We have to write the sum of these three angles. Then it is written like this: 30 add x equals to 180, because we know that sum of the interior angles of a triangle equals to 180. Then 30 degree add 2x equals to 180. Now, when we solve this equation, we have to remove the known terms first. Then we take this 30 to the other side. When we take it to the other side, we do a subtraction. Then 2x equals to 150 degree. Then divide both sides by 2. Then it is equals to x equals to 75. Okay, because when 150 divided by 2, we obtain the answer as 75. Okay, write down this one also. Okay, Pute. Now let's see um, how we do an exam question. කොහොමද බලමු අපි exam එකට ඔයාලගෙන් මේ related ගණන් අහන්නේ කියලා. හරිද? මම මේ tutorial එක ඔයාලගේ group එකට එවලා තියෙනවා. හරි. බලන්නකෝ. First question is given. Recall the activity you did in the class in order to find the sum of the interior angles of a triangle. Draw a rough diagram to show the way pasted the three interior angles of a triangle. Can you remember this one? එකක් ස්කූල් එකේදී සමහරක් විට කරලා ඇති සමහරක් විට කරන්න නැතුව ඇති. හරිද? කොහොම වුණත් ඔයාලගේ ටෙක්ස්ට් බුක් එකේ මේ පොඩි activity එකක් තියෙනවා. මොකක්ද? To show that in sum of the interior angles and the exterior angles. Now they asked to show this one. මේක අපිට rough diagram එකකින් අඳලා පෙන්නන්න කියලා කියනවා. හරි. බලන්න. ඔයාලට මතක ඇති අපි මොකද්ද කරන්නේ triangle එකක්. Then we are going to find the sum of the interior angles of a triangle. Then what we can do is we paste a triangle. Okay, it can be a equilateral triangle or isosceles triangle or anyone. Okay, we just cut this one, and what we can do is we cut or trace three angles. Okay, before that we can name this. මේවා අපිට name කරන්න පුළුවන්. A, B, C කියලා. හරිද? ඊට පස්සේ මොකද කරන්නේ? Then when we take this අපි මේ ටික මෙහෙම කපලා ගත්තට පස්සේ අපිට හම්බ වෙන්නේ මෙන්න මේ වගේ output එකක්. නේද? අපිට angles තුන හම්බ වෙන්නේ මෙන්න මේ විදිහට. බලන්න. මේක ස්කූල් එකේදී කරලා ඇති. ඒක ගැන තමයි මේගොල්ලෝ මේ අහන්නේ මේ ඇක්ටිවිටි එක ගැන. එතකොට එක ඇන්ගල් එකක් හම්බ වෙනවා මෙන්න මෙහෙම. ඉතින් කපලා ගත්තා. තව ඇන්ගල් එකක් මේ විදිහට එනවා. තව ඇන්ගල් එකක් මෙන්න මේ විදිහට එනවා. නේද? එතකොට මේව ඇතුලේ අපි ලියලා තිබ්බොත් ABC කියලා. Here this is A angle, this is B angle, this is C angle. Then if we take these together, we can keep them. Okay, අපිට මේ ටික මෙන්න මෙහෙම තියන්න පුළුවන්. බලන්න. ඔයාලත් මේ ඇක්ටිවිටි එක ඕනනම් ගෙදරදී කරලා බලන්න. එක ඇන්ගල් එකක් අපි මෙන්න මේ විදිහට තියෙනවා. දැන් මේ තියෙන්නේ මේක කැපුම් පාරවල්. අනිත් ඇන්ගල් එක මේක උඩින් මෙහෙම තියෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ අනිත් ඇන්ගල් එක අරගෙන මේ විදිහට තියෙනවා. ඒතර ඕක හරියටම ABC කියලා තියන්න බැරි වෙන්න පුළුවන්. BAC ඔන්න ඔය විදිහට තියන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ කොහොම වුණත් මේ වෙලාවේ ඔයාලට පේනවා මේ ටික මේ විදිහට එකට තිබ්බහම හරියට ඕගොල්ලෝ කපලා කරලා ගත්තාම මෙන්න මේ angles තුන මෙන්න මේ විදිහට තමයි එකිනෙකට පිහිටන්නේ. එතකොට මේ තියෙන්නේ මොකද්ද? Here you can see that these three angles have been located on a straight line. No, this is a straight line. Then we know that the sum of the adjacent angles on a straight line equals to 180. We learned this in the grade 8 first term. Okay, so they asked to draw a rough diagram to show the way pasted the three interior angles of a triangle. Then this is the way of pasting the angles. Okay, මෙන්න මේ විදිහට තමයි sorry පොඩ්ඩක් ඉන්න. sorry. හරි. Okay, this is how we paste the angles on a straight line. Okay, කියන්නේ අපි triangle එකක් අරගෙන මේ triangle එක එයාගේ angles වලින් මේ විදිහට කපනවා. හරිද? එහෙම නැත්නම් ඉරලා අරගන්නවා. ඒ ගත්තාම අපිට angles තුනක් වෙන් වෙනවා මේ විදිහට A B C කියලා. හරිද? එතකොට මේ angles තුන අපි මෙහෙම තිබ්බොත් අපිට හම්බ වෙනවා straight line එකක් උඩ තියෙන adjacent angles විදිහට තමයි ඔය තුන එන්නේ. හරිද? ඔයගොල්ලෝ ගෙදරදී ඉන්නකොට කරලා බලන්න. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේ ලියන්න කියලා කියන්නේ draw a rough diagram to show the way pasted the three interior angles of a triangle කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ activity එක මේ විදිහට කරන්න කියලා. And also they asked to show this one for the quadrilateral also. Quadrilateral එකකටත් කොහොමද? ඒකටත් ඒ විදිහටම තමයි අපි එක වෙන පාටකින් ගමු. What we can do is we just draw a quadrilateral on paper. Okay? මොකක් හරි නිකන් half sheet කොලයක ඔයාලා මේක ලස්සන පාට half sheet කොලයක කරනවා නම් ලස්සනට මේක ගන්න පුළුවන්. මෙන්න මේ විදිහට ඇඳ ගන්නවා. ඊට පස්සේ if we name this P Q R S කියලා මෙයාගේ interior angles ටික name කරගන්න. Then after you can just cut this. මම මෙහෙම curved line වලට අඳින්නේ මේවා කැපුම් දාර. හරිද? මේ හරහා මම කපා ගන්නවා. එතකොට මට එනවා angles 4ක්. නිකම්ම angles 4ක් එනවා. නේද? ළඟට ටික obtuse angle එකක් එනවා මෙන්න මේ විදිහට. හරිද? එතකොට මේකේ මේ තියෙන්නේ P, මේ තියෙන්නේ Q, මේ තියෙන්නේ R, sorry මේ තියෙන්නේ එතකොට මේ තියෙන්නේ S, P, Q, R. එතකොට මේ ටික ඔයගොල්ලෝ පේස් කරොත් එතකොට අපි මේ ටික ඒ කියන්නේ පේස් කරනවා කියන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේක මොකක් හරි අපිට රිලේෂන්ෂිප් එකක් හැදෙන විදිහට තිබ්බොත් මේ S අකුර ඊළඟට ඒක ළඟම අපිට ඕන Q අකුර තියන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි. මේ විදිහට තමයි මේ ටික පේස් කරගන්න වෙන්නේ. එතකොට මෙතනදී අපිට එන්නේ මොකද්ද? This is S, this is P, this is R and this is Q. Okay. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ මෙන්න මේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ මෙච්චර මේ ලොකුවට quadrilaterals එහෙම අඳින්න ඕනේ නැහැ. ඔයාලා just අඳින්න ඕනේ කොහොමද ඔයගොල්ලෝ මෙතන රිලේෂන්ෂිප් එකක් බිල්ඩ් අප් කරගන්න විදිහට මේ කපලා ගත්ත නේද? angles ටික අඳින්නේ කියලා තමයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ පෙන්වන්න ඕනේ. හරිද? එතකොට here we obtain angles around the point. We know that the angles around the point is equals to 360. Okay. Then the sum of the interior angles of a quadrilateral is equals to 2 times the sum of the interior angles of a triangle. Okay. Interior angles Okay. Please write down the answer for the first one. මේ විදිහට first part එකටයි second part එකටයි ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ answers දෙක ලියා ගන්නකො. Then after here, look at they asked to verify the above relationship using the answers of 1 and 2 above. Okay. මේ අපි ගත්ත answers වලින් අපිට මෙන්න මේ third question එකේ answer එක verify කරන්න කියලා කියනවා. That means they asked to prove this one. Okay. Then here actually we can write or we can express the relationship to it is A add B add C equals to 180 and here we can write P add Q add R add S equals to 360. Then after angles of a quadrilateral equals to 360, we can write it like this. For the third question, the sum of interior angles, the sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral is equal. This is my first relationship. And my second one is the sum of interior angles of a triangle is equals to 1. I can show that by 1 and 2. Okay. Then 360 is equals to 2 times 180. Okay. 360 කියලා කියන්නේ 2 times 180. Therefore, we can write the sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral is equals to 2 times, okay, because instead of 360, I write 2 times 180. Instead of 180, I can write the sum of interior angles of a triangle. Okay, that is what we have to verify. Then after, when you've done with this one, actually please remind this activity. Okay, ඔයාලගේ textbook එකේ මේ activity එක තියෙනවා. school එකේ teacher activity එක වලට කරලා ඇති. මේක හොඳට බලාගෙන යන්න exam එකට යද්දි මොකද මේකෙන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ගෙන් ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න පුළුවන්. ඔය activity එක ඇඳලා දක්වන්න කියලා කියන්න පුළුවන්. හරිද? එතකොට බලන්න පුතේ ඊට පස්සේ part B එකේ අපිට තියෙන්නේ find the value of A, B, C and D of the given diagram. When you are given such kind of one and ask you to find the unknown terms, you have to start from the place where easiest, where we have to make the relationship. Now look at this diagram. The diagram we have balloon. Here there is an exterior angle of 90 degree, no? And also you can see that here මෙන්න මෙතන බලන්න. If you have a closer look at on this diagram, we can identify that here there are two angles, no? Two triangles. මෙන්න මේ එක triangle එකක් තියෙනවා. Then when you identify the sum of the interior angles of this triangle, then we can identify there's only one unknown term. Okay, මේ triangle එක consider කරොත් මෙතන තියෙන එක unknown term එකයි. හරිද? Therefore, by considering the sum of the interior angles of this triangle, we can find the A easily. A at 50 degree at 70 is equals to 180. Okay, so A at 50 plus 70 is 120 is equals to 180. Okay, then A is equals to 180 degree subtract 120. Therefore, it is equals to 60 degree angle. Okay. Then if you ask to write the, sometime in the exam they ask to write the relationship by giving the reasons. Then you can write sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180. Okay, you can write the relationship like that. Now we have finished with the finding the 60 degree. Then you can write down it on that diagram. මේ diagram මේ questions කරද්දී exam එකේදී ඕගොල්ලෝ මේ diagrams ඔයාලගේ answer sheet එකට අරගන්න. හරිද? අනිවාර්යෙන් මේක කරන්න මතක. ඊට පස්සේ බලන්න දැන් පුතේ triangles, quadrilaterals මේවා ගැනනේ අපි ඉගෙන ගත්තේ. මේවා අපි කලින් ඉගෙන ගත්තා. Can you remember the relationship of the angles which are formed on straight line segments? Can you remember the sum of the adjacent angles on a straight line is equals to 180. Okay, can you see that here there is a pair of adjacent angles on a straight line, no? මෙන්න මෙතන straight line එකක් උඩ තියෙන adjacent angles ටිකක් තියෙනවා. Therefore we can write it is A and B is equals to 180. Now if they have asked to write the reason is sum of adjacent angles on a straight line. Okay, I just write angle simply. Okay, straight line. This is the reason. Then now we know the A because we have found the value of A already. Then 60 degree add B is equals to 180 degree. Then B is equals to 180 degree subtract 60 degree. Therefore, it is equals to 120 degree. D is equals to 120. Okay. Then we have finished with the finding the B also easily. And then look at here. Here also there is a straight line. මෙන්න මෙතනත් ඒ වගේ straight line එකක් තියෙනවා. ඔයාලට පේනවද මේ? What is the straight line here? මෙතන තියෙන straight line එක මොකක්ද? Look at here this is a straight line. Then we can write the sum of these angles. 50 degree add D add 90. You can write this. Actually this not we no need to write or 50D plus 90. You can write D plus 50 plus 90 or 90 degree plus 50 plus D. Doesn't matter. Okay. This is equals to 180. The same reason. What is it? Sum of the adjacent angles on a straight line equals to 180. Now 50 degree and 90 degree are added. Then D is added to 140 degree. D is added to 140. Then D is equals to 180 degree subtract 140. Okay. Then here D is obtained as D equals to 40 degree. Okay. Now I have found three values of unknown terms here. Now A is finished, B is finished, D is finished. Then how we can find the C? It's remaining to find the C. Can any of you suggest how we find the C? කාට හරි කියන්න පුළුවන්ද කොහොමද C හොයාගන්නේ කියලා? By looking at the diagram, කොහොමද C හොයාගන්නේ?
By adding the B and D value and subtracting from 180.
Very good. Because you can see that here there is a triangle, no? You have to detect this on this same diagram. Here it is also a triangle, no? මෙන්න මෙතන triangle එකක් තියෙනවා. Therefore, by identifying this triangle, okay, then we can write B add D add C equals 180. Now the reason is different. The reason is sum of the interior angles of a triangle. Okay, triangle එකේ interior angles ගැන තමයි දැන් එන්නේ. Now we have found the value of B and D already. B is 180, D is 40. Then we have to find the value of C. So we have to subtract the, here it is 160. Then C is equals to 180 subtract 160. Then C is equals to 20 degree. Okay, now from this same diagram, by building the relationship of on the straight line and the interior angles of a triangle, we could find the unknown values. Okay, is this clear? පැහැදිලිද මේක?
Yes, madam. It's clear.
Okay.
Madam,
Then you can draw the second diagram and you can try it with the help of what we learned in the B.
madam, from where are you?
I am from Yatiyantara පුතේ.
Madam, what's your school?
I am teaching in a school near to Yatiyantara.
Ah,
Okay, can you find the value of x and y and tell me the answers? Here, how we find the x? Can you suggest the method of finding the value of x?
Madam, we want to first add 50, 120, 40, and it is equal to 360, and we must all add 120, 50, and 40. Next, it's come the answer. Next, we want to subtract by 360. Next, the x value is coming. There is a straight line. I think x value comes a value. Next, we must subtract with 180. Next, y value is coming.
Very good. Very clear answer. Okay, here what we have to do to find the x, you can see it is a quadrilateral, no? So we can write the relationship that we have learned related to the sum of the interior angles of a quadrilateral. Then we can write 120, add 40, add 50, add x. Okay, now this is this x plus that sum of 4 interior angles of a quadrilateral is equals to 360. And you can write the relationship, the reason, okay, for the reason, because sometime in the exam they ask to mention the reason also, why you write like this. Then you can express it. The sum of the interior angles of a quadrilateral is equals to 360. Then you can take the sum of these angles. It is 160 plus 50, it is 210. Add x equals to 360 degree. Okay. Then x is equals to 360 degree. Subtract 210. Then x is equals to 150 degree. Okay. After we find the value of x, you can see that angle x and angle y are located on a straight line segment. So we can write x at y equals to 180. Okay. So we have found the value of x already. Then it is 150, add y is equals to 180. Therefore, y is equals to 180, subtract 150. Okay, then y is equals to 330. Okay, this is how we solve the exam question. Okay, now in this tutorial, there are 10 such kind of questions. Okay, I have done one already. Therefore, you can try these questions. Okay, make questions to try karanda. Did you understand? This all the other questions are also same like this. You can try. Okay. Our next class days, actually our class is on every Monday 7 to 9. But as I have missed some more classes in the grade 8 class, I am going to conduct Saturday extra class also until your second term test. Okay. So please keep completing this tutorial. I have sent this to the group. If any of you are not in the group, please request this tutorial. I will send it. Okay. Then keep doing this one, completing this one by this Monday class. Okay, Pute? Do you have anything to ask?
No.
Others? Is this clear? Shabir, Tevon,
Yes, teacher.
Sayuli, Senula? එහෙනම් ටියුටෝරියල් එක අපි කරලා තියාගන්න අපි Monday class එකේදී ආයි හම්බ වෙමු. මෙතකොට මෙතන තියෙනවා ඔක්කොම angles related ගණන් ගොඩක් ඔයාලට exam එකකදී අහපු ප්‍රශ්න තමයි මේ ඔක්කොම තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් ඔයගොල්ලෝ try කරන්න. එතකොට අනිවාර්යෙන් exam එකේ question එකත් ලේසියෙන්ම ඔයාලට කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි. හරි. Okay, then I will stop here. Thank you for your participation. Goodbye. God bless you.
Thank you, teacher. God bless you, teacher.
Goodbye, teacher. Thank you, teacher.
Good night.